Okay, guys, so today I've been trying to find out if school is secretly disguised as a jail. Well, you might be thinking, what the heck you need school to learn? And I'm like, of course. I would be dumb. I wouldn't know how to live. I would probably die the first day I went out as an adult. But, by the time you get to like sixth grade, what else are you supposed to learn about? Um, what the heck? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. But so so school has been around ever since like the beginning of time. You probably got like, I don't know, the Romans had school. Like, how would they know about politics if they didn't have a school? I mean, in Jesus' time, oh, that is the Romans, but you get the point. In the 1940s, 1800s, George Washington's time, school has been around ever since the beginning of creation. But but is school secretly a jail or a prison in disguise? Well, okay, so today I'm going to be telling you the differences and the similarities between a prison and a school. So the first, I'm going to do the differences because they're so school, you learn stuff. It literally builds your career path. For most of us, I mean, school can be pretty pointless if you don't even go to college, because that's the whole point of it. But to beyond that, I mean, what's the point of school if you're gonna go work at a McDonald's? But beyond that, I mean, school's pretty pivotal. If you didn't have school, everyone would be living on the streets. So, I mean, school is necessary, but then again, the prison part comes in around sixth grade because you start learning stuff that you're not supposed to really learn. Like, when did you need to know how to calculate something under a slope or learn the area of a, I don't know, fan? Um, See, that's stuff that you would learn if you wanted to learn it. But it's making you do that to keep you in school, to give an excuse to keep you in there. Because I mean, they want to keep us here. They don't want to make us go out. They want to keep us in here forever. Um, but that's a difference. You learn stuff. In jail, you're there for a reason, because you did something bad. School, you went there because you're trying to learn something. Now, what's another difference? I mean, yeah, there may be some strict teachers and strict prison guards, but you know, they're both a job. But shut up. They're both a job, and they're both. I mean, basically, teachers and prison guards are different. Or no, they're similar. Okay, so I'm just gonna get to the similarities because there's like no differences. That's the whole point of this video. By the way, I'm just trying to sign up to be an FBI agent, so that's why I'm making these videos, so that when I get older, the FBI can see how good I am at detecting things and looking at things and seeing differences and similarities. So yeah, as I said, okay, so the first similarity is that they're both a building. I mean, a house is a house, but a building and a building is the same thing. So, I mean, they're both a building, so that's the first similarity. Two, they keep you in there for a certain amount of time. Usually, it's around 12, 8 years, depending on how long you stayed. Did you drop out because you were rebellious? I don't know. But here's the thing. They keep you in there so that you can stay away from where you want to be. Then I said again, the teachers and the prison guards. There are nice prison guards, there's nice teachers. I mean, I'm not saying every teacher is bad. I usually try to see the best of them. I would say that for a prison guard too. But are they the same? I don't know. But here's one thing. They both do their same job. They keep you in line. They keep you in order. The only difference, which what I was trying to say earlier, is that teachers are teaching while the prison guards are watching. That's very different. I mean, teachers have to watch you, but they have a bigger responsibility, because if they give you an F, then you're not passing that grade. You're not passing that grade, are you? So, I mean, they both have a big point in how you stay in this thing. And then they both give you an appointed yard time, an appointed lunch time. You have to go to certain times at certain places. There's jobs you have to do. I mean, there's lots you have to do. In prison, you have jobs. In school, you have jobs or things you need to go to. So, yeah. But then anyway, so I'm going to go through the origins of a school. So I think it was back in the 100s, people realized that society was being dumb, so they had to make their very own school. But they realized that they could teach people. They didn't need to make a school. But they also realized children are basically like the devil, because half of them get bullied now in this age. But back then, they could see the future and solve this. So they're like, we're just going to solve that, put them together, teach them morals. So they made school to keep the children together and let the adults do the own thing. Keep them separated. You can't have children and adults in the work area. You have to have children get learned, or whatever the heck I'm trying to say. Basically, they're trying to learn themselves. You might say, well, only the rich kids back then, in like the Roman times, could get school. That's because they had tuition back in the Roman times. Probably in the 100s, they let every kid there, but then they realized that they needed work. So they just made every kid work, and only the rich get to do this. So yeah, eventually they did the old thing from the 100s, and they made public, and they did the Roman stuff where they made tuition. So it's basically back to what it was, but a little different. Except you got tuition and public schools, so it's kind of different. It's kind of the same, but you never know. We've just been adapting the same thing that society has been going on for like 1,000, 2,000 years. I mean, yeah, you need it to learn, but do we really need it after? That's what college is for. You want to become a mechanical engineer? You study that in college. You don't need to learn that in math. So obviously it's keeping you in. So yeah, this is my, what's the difference? I think it is disguised as a very low security prison, because even though they lock the doors usually, and they let the students out, they still got people watching you. It's very low security, because if they want to live in a box for the rest of their life, then screw them, they can go do that. But they have to live through like 12 years of school. So yeah, and college, that's not really like a jail, because if you're not at college, then you're gonna be at McDonald's instead.